everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Crystal, and if you are new or a returning Yarny Cat, welcome. So today on Yarny Talk Thursday, I have a finished amigurumi, which y'all know that is Little Miss. I have 3 new yarns I've finished, hand spun. Then I have a yarn on my nitty naughty and some fiber. So welcome. Okay, so with Little Miss, y'all saw her last week, and I had a couple of little details to do, and the arms and the tail. It turned out super cute. I'm a little happier with everything put together. I also made her a collar. So let's do the big reveal, why don't we? And in case you have not seen last week's video, I explained her name, her colors, everything. And this is in memory of my sweet cat, Oreo. So, all right, here we go. All right, so the tail sits and wraps around the front, but you can, I mean, it's, as you see, it's not stuffed from here. So if you're sitting it on the bed or on a shelf, it will kind of stand up on its own. But I think it's cute when it's wrapped around the leg, because that's what cats do. They wrap their... All right, moving on. I got the front legs done, and they stopped right about here, and it was just so drastic. I did not like it. So I made little shoulder pieces, and then you stuff them. And then I made her a little collar, which it's black and white. Oreo was black and white, and a little heart charm that says made with love, and it just ties in the back. And then I made her whiskers, and this is actually, like, when I get the pattern written up, if it's for a kid, I would not use the wire. I would use pipe cleaners. But I used bead wire, and they're fairly stiff, but it took forever to try to get them straight. And then I embroidered a mouth, and I smushed in the nose piece so you could still see the ridge on top. You see the ridge, but it still reminds me of a fox. Not so much now since it has the cat details, but so there is Little Miss, all finished. So I am happy with her. Now, the next thing I have 3 hanks that I spun up over the last week. And this fiber I got from my friend Katie of Katie's Been Yarnified. She sent it to me a while back. And it's actually, I was talking to her and she said it is hand prepped fiber. Normally, I'm used to working with mill prepped fiber. So it was a lot more different. It was really difficult for me to get going. Now, one of these, no, this one is not it. It's this one. This one is like an art yarn. It goes thick to thin a lot. Like true roving. But I mean, it looks like 5 weight in some spots, and then goes straight down to a 1. And then back to a 5. Down to a 1. So, I mean, it's like true big roving, but I was not happy with this. I was like, I don't like it. I'm ashamed of it. But actually, I figured out a way to spin it that came out more consistent. So I'm very happy about that. Now this one, oh, let me tell you the specs. This came out to a 3 weight when I did the wraps per inch. But I can tell you there are certain spots that are not 3 weight. But that's what the wraps per inch averaged it. Now this has 160 yards, and it is Shanico Merino. So as you could see, it's got brown, gold, and yellow. Now all three hanks are like this, and you can kind of see the thick and thin spots. But this one came out to, this was the second one that I spun up, and this is the one that I found how to actually spin it. I did not pre-draft this at all, and I broke it down into smaller sections, and it was easier to control. Now, like I said, I'm used to doing meal prepped fiber, so it's a lot easier to work with, but I was able to do this one. And in this one, you can see, my light's not there. You can see it's a lot more consistent. And this one came out to 98 yards. The next one is 202, and both of these came out to 3-weight, and this one came out to a 2-weight, and it's 202 yards. And this one is a little more consistent also. So those are the finished hanks that I have, and I have one on my Nitty Naughty. Now, this that's on my Nitty Naughty, I will soak today and get it all prepped to hank up. But I actually sat down and spun up some of the Showstopper from Hobby Lobby. And this was so easy to spin. It's unbelievable. I was so happy with it because I have more up there. And I weighed out 2 ounces, broke it in half. So I will spin up some minis. What I call minis is about 80 to 100 and something yards, you know, like 110. So like the 116 one, I'm classifying as a mini because there's not much yardage to me. And then this one is like a regular hank to me because that's 2.1 ounces. This one that has 116, the art yarn that I'm calling it, the very thick to thin, it had 1.2 ounces, and this one that has the 98 was 0.9 ounce. So not even an ounce, but I broke down 2 ounces of this, and this is in the color Rainbow Riot. And this is actually no wool in it. 65 acrylic, 35% polyamide. So any of you out there that have wool allergies, I can always spin that up if you win a hank of yarn. So this is what it came out to look like. Now I have these clips on here because it's holding the tail. So there are some of that, but get that up so you can, up closer so you can see the way it spun up. I really like it. And this came out to, I think, a 3-weight, and it had 108 yards, I believe, if I remember correctly. So this is also going to be kind of like a mini. So there is that. I really enjoyed spinning this up though. It was so easy and it was quick. I mean, well, quick for me anyway. All right, so the last thing today, my grandmother went with her friend out of town yesterday, and she was passing by where I like to get fiber. That's about almost an hour from here, called Mohair and More. Y'all have heard me talk about them. I love their wool. I usually get the 23 micron merinos, and they're pre-colored. I got some Halloween fiber, well, colors anyway, and I'm gonna try to spin up a couple of minis and put one in September and one in October. So now 3 colors, I got 1 ounce, 2 packages each of each color. And then 1 color, I got 4 ounce, 1 package. So I got a black, which is called Raven. So this is the 4 ounce. And then I got 2 of the 1 ounce in Leaf. You can kind of see it's kind of like a lime green almost. And then 2 of the 1 ounce in Carrot. And 2 1 ounce in Violet. So if you can imagine all 3 of these together, these colors, get it, Halloween. So I was very grateful that Momo actually called and asked, hey, do you need anything? And I had been thinking about, you know, Halloween fiber, and I don't think they have any Halloween colorways, so that's why I got these individual ones so I could make some Halloween yarn up. So I'm very excited about that, but that is all I have to show for today. I have actually been doing a lot of spinning since last week, and I finished Little Miss, I think, on Saturday. So I'm hoping I can get I have 3 patterns that I still have not written up, so maybe in the next couple of weeks I can actually get all 3 of those written up and put in my Ravelry store. I just got to get motivated to sit there and type it up because it takes so long to read my handwriting. Well, I don't have bad handwriting. I'm just saying, referring back to my handwritten notes and then typing it up, adding pictures, this and that. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I hope y'all have a wonderful Thursday or whenever you are watching this. I'm going to have my Friday night live tomorrow. And then on my live chat Tuesday, I will have Dee of Dee's Creative Hands Crochet on with me. And then next Friday is my sit and spin with Katie. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see y'all tomorrow or in the next video. Bye for now, everyone.